Amen. The greatest gift you can give your kids is for you to die to your flesh. About a year ago or so, somebody came down front, and his name was Jason. He's actually here today at the Greenwood campus, and I saw him on the way in, and he shared a little bit of his story. I was so blown away. I said, dude, let's go to lunch. We got to talk about this. I want to hear the whole thing. We went to lunch. He blew my mind. I asked him if he would ever share his story with you guys because I wanted you to so hear his story. It's so compelling. He agreed. He made a video, and he's here today to share his story with you. His name is Jason Morris. Check this out.
So I grew up in Greenwood. I was an artsy, creative kid. I had the multicolored hair, the piercings, all those kind of things. And that was 20 years ago. And those were different times than we're in right now. And I was bullied a lot. I was bullied a lot in school. And I was also bullied a lot in church. After years of going through that, I started living under this lie, that I was not accepted by anything good, like that I didn't have a place. Unfortunately, the group of people who was willing to accept me were the dropouts and the drug addicts. And so they became my new friends. I think the main thing that just kind of broke my spirit was the way things were handled in the churches that I was going to when I was young. I was picked on the same way I was being picked on in school. So during this time, I truly believed that God was my enemy, that people in church were the bad people, not me. So in 2015, I was incarcerated. I truly felt the weight of my destructive life. A fellow inmate led me in the sinner's prayer, and I accepted Jesus into my heart. I was baptized 2015 on Christmas Eve in Marion County Jail. I was released February of 2016, and unfortunately I went right back to the things that I was doing before. I hadn't fully surrendered. I didn't even know really what that looked like. That's when I started to spiral more than I had ever before in my life, and I had reached a low that I had never gotten to before. And I knew in my mind that the next time I encountered police, it would be the last time. I knew that I was either going to serve a long sentence for the things that I was doing, or they were going to have to kill me. I was living in a drug house, and I felt this impression on my spirit. It was like a message, and it was very clear in what it was saying. It was, get up and leave while you still can. I called my family and asked them if they would come and get me, and they did with no questions asked. I remember sleeping for what seemed like days. When I woke up, I was confused. I really didn't even remember how I got to my family's house, and I picked my phone up because I was gonna head back out. And when I checked my phone, I realized that the police had been involved in the house that I was living in, and most of the people that I was there with had been arrested. That voice saved my life. And that was the moment where I completely surrendered. And that was in 2018, and I haven't looked back. I started coming to Emmanuel shortly after surrendering, and I knew this was home. And God has actually blown my mind more than any amount of drugs ever could. I'm a leader at the Celebrate Recovery here at the Greenwood campus. I'm part of a ministry called 148, where we provide Bible studies, workouts, and worships with people struggling with homelessness and people in prison reentry programs. I remember Cody once saying on one of his messages, "Choose your heart." And that message really imprinted on me, because each day I do have a choice.